pointed out alive. Where's Walter? And where is Albert? Have you seen them?
Sorry, Sanjay, but he didn't make it. Those bastards killed him in cold blood.
Oh no! It is worse than I thought. This situation is degrading rapidly.
Situation? What do you mean? What do you know about these mercenaries?
Last month, I discovered several suspicious entries in Dr. Newell's data archives. I confronted him, and he threatened me with expulsion from Black Mesa if I mentioned what I found to anyone.
What did you find?
I pieced together that Newell was working on a horrible secret project to combine human and Xen genetics into some sort of ghastly aberration. In spite of Newell's threats, I discussed this with Walter. He had suspicions too, that Newell was up to something.
Yes, I've had first-hand experiences with his aberrations, but how does this invasion fit into his work?
I don't know for certain. Walter believed that Newell's work was for some sort of agency outside of Black Mesa. Walter thought it was inside espionage, and now he's dead. What should we do, Gordon?
We need to get out of here, now. This area is crawling with troops. Have you tried to summon a transit car?
Yes, but to no avail. Since you are armed, we could chance the lower cappers to get out. If you recall, that area is still heavily infested. If we make it through to the Octagon, perhaps Luke is still alive there. If anyone can help us stop these criminals, it is he.
Okay, let's go. I'll take point and you stay close behind. If you hear anything...
You're still alive. I was about to give up hope. Are you okay?
Yeah, Lucas, I'm alright. It took me a while to get over here, but I've learned a thing or two about the situation along the way.
Good. Then perhaps you can fill in the blanks on information. Ethan and I have been piecing together the chain of events from here since shortly after the Schwarzgeist invaded.
Schwarzgeist? Is that who these soldiers are?
No. They appear to be no more than just mercenaries, hired by them to do their dirty work.
Are they a terrorist group then?
We don't think so, no. Our info on the Schwarzgeist at the moment is incomplete. Walter Guthrie, Sanjay Kumar, and I were working under administrative directive to find out more about them, starting with Dr. Newell.
Then Newell was part of their organization. That would explain his covert actions.
Yes, Gordon. Newell was one of them, along with many of the brightest innovators from the pharmacological and bioengineering industries. Reclusive individuals who made fortunes starting their own companies, and disappearing from public view.
The soldiers, these so-called mercenaries. Everywhere I saw them taking computers, records and such.
Ah, that explains a lot, sir. Schwarzgeist must have decided the time was right to invade Black Mesa and take by force Dr. Newell's work and the rest of technology we've extracted from the Xen universe.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Lucas, but I've also killed anyone who got in their way, including Walter and Sanjay.
I know, Gordon. We found out through the security network. Walter was a great innovator, and a genuine friend, too. But trust me, we will stop them.
Damn right. Just let me recharge, gear up, and
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we've got a new problem now. I'm picking up intruders in the central core. They're breaking through the primary entrance.
The core contains the most highly sensitive information we've discovered from Xen. If they gain access, they will have stolen everything we have. Can you stop them from here, Ethan?
No, the main security defenses are down. I've just lost the visual feed too.
like I said, I'll recharge, gear up, and then get going to the core.
Okay, Gordon. The army's up ahead. Get ready quickly, while Ethan activates the transit system to take you to the core. Be careful. I wish I could go too, but, well, you know.
Hey Joe, glad to see you've survived this madness.
Yeah, Gordon, it's good to see you too.
Wanna join me on this adventure into the computer core? I could use some backup.
I really should stay here and help Lucas and Ethan.
What's up? You usually don't shy away from adventure.
Yeah, but I'm sure I could do more from here. You'd better get going.
Well, suit yourself. See you later.
I'll be right here, Gordon.
Ethan has calculated your route. Time to go.
You'd better hurry. Time's a-wasting.
Warning. Fluid malfunction. Computer core will reach the maximum temperature in 5 minutes. Computer attention. Computer 30% down.
Well done, Gordon. The core secure for the moment, and possibly for good. Ethan has determined the remaining Schwarzgeist troopers have abandoned Black Mesa.
That's good news. Now we can start on recovery efforts.
Not quite yet, unfortunately. We've got another major problem. Go ahead, Ethan.
While you were engaging the forces in the core, a large number of troopers used the dimensional phase device in Sector D to teleport themselves to Space Station Libra.
Huh? Space Station Libra? What the hell are you talking about?
It is referred to as SSL for short. And it's no wonder you've never heard of it, Gordon. It's not widely known to exist.
It's built on an asteroid in close orbit of a planet in Zen space named XP-21. We built the station and its associated space elevator to permit extraction of resources from the planet's surface.
Why not just teleport samples from the planet, like we did everything else?
The planet has an extremely strong magnetosphere that interferes with teleportation. We built the station because the planet's surface is rich in uranium fluoride crystals, which are needed to power the teleportation devices.
Okay, so what's the problem with the Schwarzgeist invading the station too?
If they only took the crystals from the planet, that would be bad enough. However, the station was also home to the research team working on the quantum molecular sequence device.
Ah, the mysterious quants device. It's been a rumor for some time. Can it really sequence subatomic particles into any desired element or molecular structure?
Yes. It'll turn lead into gold, uranium into water, you name it. Not bad for the first device humanity built from a cold fusion power cell. Specifically, what the Schwarzgeist wanted, besides its power as a weapon, we don't know.
Let me guess. I need to get over to SSL and stop these clowns before they make off with it, right?
Exactly, Gordon, but you'll have help from me. I'll be monitoring you from Earthside via the communications link-up. Just go to communications console, the ones with flashing red lights, to reach me.
We have a teleportation node right here. Much more compact than the device you are used to. So once again, gear up, and good luck.
fluoride crystal in the teleporter during their invasion. You'll need to get a replacement from the planet's surface.
Wonderful. I came all this way to do repair work.
Use the space elevator to reach the planet's surface. It's a high-speed lift that will get you down and back in no time. Oh, and Lucas says be alert. The planet is rich in hostile life forms, as well as the crystals.
I'll watch my back. Anything else?
One last item. The Schwarzgeist troopers may have run into the newest specimens being studied at the SSL, like the chum toad. If any have gotten loose, you may need to use the anti-venom protection in your suit to ward off their neurotoxin.
Great. Tellurium fluoride crystals and poisonous toads. This trip is starting to sound like my last vacation. Gordon out.
Well done, Gordon. Take the crystal to the teleportation generator on the lower level of the station.
Great work, Gordon. You kept the Quam's device away from the Schwarzgeist, and while you were away, we've discovered what the troopers were doing with the stolen material. Go ahead, Ethan.
Black Mesa's perimeter defences are impervious to ground and air attack, especially one of this magnitude. These defences were not compromised by direct attack.
Okay, then, so how did they get inside?
By circumventing the whole system. Small strike teams teleported into strategic areas within Black Mesa. Once inside, they enacted a superbly organised schedule. Security systems were disabled, the transportation system commandeered, personnel sequestered, etc.
Teleported? How did they pull that off?
The Schwarzgeist must have built their own dimensional phase transport system. That's the only explanation that fits. All they really needed was a tellurium fluoride crystal, which is small enough to smuggle out.
The troopers knew that once they invaded Black Mesa, the odds of removing anything from the compound via conventional transportation were slim, due to the aforementioned perimeter defences which would be alerted and pointed inward by that time.
Did they use their transport device to escape?
No, they used ours. All of their troopers who survived the attack eventually ended up in the Lander Lab, including a truckload of Newell Xenantromorph specimens that was driven the short distance from Sector E.
It appears that their device is one way only, at least at present. They had to rely on the teleport machine in the Lambda Lab to return themselves and their stolen cargo to their intended destination.
Managed to triangulate their destination from the residual energy signatures. All items and personnel was sent here, a small island off the coast of Norway.
Norway? The Schwarzgeist home base?
Almost certainly. We've reviewed old satellite reconnaissance photos, but nothing stands out. More than likely, they are hidden as a North Sea oil supply base, with underground facilities.
Fine. Let the armed forces take it from here. They've got the firepower to handle their puny mercenary forces.
Agreed. We've done all we can from this point. Except for the Quam's device, we must destroy this working sample to prevent it from being misused.
I'm afraid I can't allow that to happen, Lucas. The Quam's device is needed elsewhere.
What did you say? What do you mean, elsewhere?
Sorry, guys. Just following orders.
What the hell just happened here? Joey's part of their group too?
Apparently the Schwarzgeist's influence penetrated further than we understood.
This is whacked. He could have let Newell kill me. Why wait till now to betray us all?
You'll get your chance to find out, Gordon. He definitely transported himself and the Quam's device to the island location. We must get that Quam's device back. It cannot remain with the Schwarzgeist nor can our military have it.
Time for another trip, huh? Okay, I'll get my gear. Ethan, is there a relatively isolated area of the island to send me to? It would be best if I didn't make a ground entrance. Even you have to send me on a one-way transmission.
Yes, Gordon. The eastern side of the island has a small residential community, probably for the civilian population. I can drop you in there.
Wait, that will at least preserve the element of surprise.
If this truly is a Schwarzgeist base, Gordon, we'll be in for an extremely difficult time. We know as they have purchased surplus military hardware from the Soviets. Expect to encounter heavy resistance.
Sounds just like another day at the office anymore. Time to go.
Good luck, Gordon.